Hi guys, welcome to game 13 of the match between Lasker and Steinitz. Game 12 was a draw, so Lasker finally stopped, Steinitz finally stopped the bleeding. And in this game, he has a bit of an initiative. His king's pretty active. He's a bishop, and the white's knight is a bit backed up. So basically, if you were black here, what move would you play? Pause your video. Try to figure it out. Alright, so I think Steinitz played a really nice move here. I think the best technical move, and it's important to understand why. First of all, I believe black is winning almost no matter what he does. Like, rook e2 should be perfectly strong. However, the move he played, rook e1, I like this move a lot. Why is that? Well, in positions where there's play on both sides of the board, especially like pass pawns like this on the queen side, because black is going to take these pawns. That's just going to happen. A really important thing to always remember, the bishop defends much, much better in these positions than the knight. The knight is not a long-range piece. It's going to have a hard time dealing with both his play on this side of the board and defending on this side of the board. So after this, let's watch what happened. King to g4. King c5, take. Whenever you have a pawn race like this, bishop versus knight, the bishop almost always wins. Really important to remember these types of positions. Bishop b4 was played. Bishop takes h4. I think even a simpler b5 with just pushing this pawn right away would have won. But why give the counterplay of letting him have this pawn? Black just took it. Bishop to d8. Knight e3, king to b4, and we're going to win the other pawn. And you're just going to see how easy this is for black. King c2, king b4, f4, and you just played king c5, f5, and king to d6. g4, b5. The position is completely hopeless. And while this may have not been the best example of why the bishop fares better in these cases than the knight, because in this case also black had a more active king, but it is something to keep in mind. It really does come into play a lot. b4, this game does not last very long at this point. King to d4 is played, and notice the knight is completely helpless, and the bishop just defends everything, while also stopping the knight from coming to key squares and defending this pawn. The bishop can much more easily do two things at the same time in a position like this. Knight to b2 is played, b5, king to b3, bishop e7, g5, this is hopeless. a4, knight takes, pawn takes, king e5 was played. King b3, king takes f5. The idea is if f6, we just move the bishop back and then take all these pawns and win. So Steinitz got a little bit of revenge here with a nice endgame and, cut Lasker's lead to 4 points. So it's good to see he still has it. He's not completely out of this match yet. And anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.